John, I really like the way the volume was quite high there on that breakdown, which had an element of demand in it. And then there was that reversal bar with the big tail that came on super high volume, which showed good demand. And then one last attempt to go down and test the low of that bar, which was on much diminished volume from the breakdown, and then a reversal upward. I thought that was really constructive. The other thing is look at those 2 period pullbacks came on really low volume, which showed exhaustion of selling, and then a good bar with a tail that came the next day. And so now we have price scaling up and volume is diminishing, but that I don't think that's altogether a bad thing, because it's basically showing that the Russell can rally and supply is not present, and it's able to lift the Russell up. So I think what's going to be really interesting is what happens when we get to the overhead resistance, which is old support. But we can see this count down here in the yellow shaded area, and this count on the 60-minute is I think it's just a really organized count structure, which has kind of a pivot in it or a hinge. And so that last point of support, or that last pullback at 198, count across over to the that important decline down to 192, and that count gives us a range up to 222, 230. And so that soundly puts us back into the area of the trading range, which I think is super constructive, makes a lot of sense, because there's a resistance, local resistance right at that area in December. And then the other thing that it does, Ramon, is it puts the bigger count into play again. So now we could look at that, and let's say that we get some kind of a pause, a backup, or even a sign of strength above that top yellow line resistance, and then a backup. Now we can start to count the bigger structure for a potential larger cause. So that's what I think we're looking at here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, we definitely kind of have this rotation now, right? From more of this is a sign of weakness and a bearish market, and the rally has to confirm. And we're seeing that the character of the developing rally has some legs. I think that should be the main message for today, guys, in our market update. So with that, right away, think about the strategies. So you don't want to be extremely aggressive here, but you still want to jump on some of the opportunities.